437.
Yeah.
Literally spend basically altogether 125 on the full refurb.
Yeah.
Valued at 825k. So literally all the money back out.
So I just dropped my app, www.ChisoLifts.com. Online personal training. You got custom meal plans, custom training plans. With training plans, you got a video showing you how to do all your exercises. You could log in your sets, your reps, the weights you use, and literally every month I changed up your plan. In the description, you got a code BESTU20 at the moment. You can use that to get a 20% discount for life. So this is the master.
Yeah, it's the master.
Yeah.
So
this like the one downstairs.
Yeah, this will go for like sort of 900.
Yeah.
In this area. I know a lot of people like they're trying to get into the property investing side of things, and obviously certain people will make it seem like it's you just go and buy a property, you just go and do this, you just go and do that. It's not even the process of just buying a property itself. There's so many hurdles you have to jump over. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether your credit or other stuff in the background as well.
What would the initial deposit be?
So so now it's worth 825k.
Yeah.
That's what it's worth right now. So when I purchased it, I bought it for 437.
Right.
At the time,
doubled.
Exactly. At the time, it was worth 650.
Yeah.
So I got a massive discount.
Especially during like the pandemic quarantine, and you know what I mean. So anyone who didn't have no money or wasn't getting in tenants and that,
Exactly.
were probably thinking, no, let me just get rid of this and.
Exactly. So in that process, during that period, this was one of the blessings for me.
Yeah.
So some people will be sitting down thinking pandemic, what am I gonna do? And just bury their head in the sand, but you'll get active and see where the opportunities are. So
Found a gap.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a great opportunity. So 437. Literally spend basically altogether 125 on the full refurb. Valued at 825k. So literally all the money back out. Do you understand? So
and I remember you saying before you like to hold on to your properties, so you're not a person who flips.
So for me, for now, I'm just building more. Just building more to what I have already. However, depending on the deal itself, never say never. There'll be deals that I'll be flipping as well.
Okay.
Do you understand? So it's good. If you can do both. Build a cash flow and build a capital. It makes sense, because once you build a capital, you can do bigger deals. So the plan is to do like developments and stuff like that. But with developments, like I'm talking about from ground up. You can't do that by yourself. You need a strong team. And you need experience as well. So whoever's done it before. Because you get that wrong, you can literally wipe you out. You lose everything. That's the risk.
No, funny enough, remember 2008 when the crash and all that happened.
Oh yeah.
My neighbor just lived upstairs. That's exactly what happened to him. He had so much properties, everything, like, so like even one time I was driving and he was like, that house, I own that. This, he had a big house in Barnstead and all of that. So when he was talking about the area, it was like, a few houses that you probably go past all the time. He owned it, the crash happened.
I wiped him out.
Scary.
Happened to a lot of people. Do you know what I'm saying? So and it can happen again. That's the thing about it. And it's just trying to make sure that you're covered in every area. So what I try not to do is not just do one sort of focus in the property game. So you can do your single lets, your simple buy to lets. You can do your HMOs. You can do your conversion to flats, developments, or you can do your service apartments and stuff like that. So it's about having a mixture. So if anything does get hit,
there's balance.
Ideally, there's it's like everything will balance out. So. It's key.
So what age group is your ideal?
What caliber of tenants? It varies, because so properties like this would appeal to sort of, I would say 20 to like 30 something. Do you understand? So that would be sort of the caliber of people that you just have in there. In terms of the social aspect and all that sort of stuff and everything else.
Don't let them turn it to the party house.
Is it?
It's just bad people coming in and out.
Nah, not at all. And that's the thing about that's why it's about creating good relationship with the neighbours as well. So the guy that you saw downstairs, that guy's been official since I purchased this property. this guy's been my right hand man. Anytime that I needed something done, he was there ready for me. So he said to me, listen, if there's any issues, just let me know. I'll deal with them, you know, deal with whatever it is. So that's why I said, you know, if you're gonna purchase something, build relationships with people on the road, let people know who you are, and then other opportunities will come. You know what I'm saying? Because something else in this road, I might be able to buy something else in this road just because they know. And what I've done as well is I buy quite a lot of them on this road. I tell them come and see the works. So now people are saying, okay, I need some works done. They hit me up saying, okay, can you project manage this deal for me? So that's how you sort of like, okay, cool, how can I make money in other ways? Do you know what I'm saying? You don't always need to be buying or controlling it. You could just be the person that's offering that service. And exactly.
You said you got another property you're still working on, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, I've got something in Surrey we're working on right now. So that's an extension as well, actually. Extension, that's a family home. So got some investors on board with that one as well, and possibly that might be a flip. So how many bedrooms that one mean? So that one currently now is a 3-bed. It's still going to be a 3-bed, but the main features can be the extension itself. Got a massive long garden, and then just internal refurb internally, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Simple. But the price was a good price, you understand, and the value on it, it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm active in terms of like just looking for certain deals here and there. Obviously I've got my hands in other pies as well, you know what I'm saying, which helped build that process as well. So it's just about elevating and just doing more.
So what would you say, like in regards to like getting in the game, like a property like this, the initial deposit? Actually I did answer that question. So when I purchased this property, I didn't put no money down. And this, I guess the benefit is that I had properties already. So what I could have done in that situation is I leveraged one of my assets. So one of my properties, there's quite a bit of equity in there. I just leveraged it. So when I purchased this property, we use a bridge option. So a bridge is a sort of a fast process of buying property. But you only use it if it makes sense in your situation, because obviously the interest is a lot higher. Do you understand? So, and you need to know your exit route as well. You don't know your exit route, you're done. Do you understand? So that's why it's very important that you speak to a broker, and the broker understands your situation. Your broker should arrange an exit for that. So don't be sort of getting a bridge and not knowing what the end result's going to be, because I've heard stories where people have been stuck on bridges for so long, they can't refinance or whatever, they can't sell. So it's a lot of issues, but in general, like I would have had to put down, in terms of the bridge that I got, 60 something K, which I didn't put down. Obviously I just leveraged it. But let's say it was 437 and you just to do it the normal way, like a normal buy to let, you put down 25% of so 437, 100 and something K. About 109.
Exactly. So it's still a lot of money in the day, especially obviously London, you know, prices.
109K one go. Imagine that's going on your account. You're just like, oh my god.
Exactly. So it's a lot of money. And what I'll kind of say is, you know, in terms of me starting out in property, I didn't start with, you know, big properties like this. You know, I started with a 2-bedroom flat. You know, that was exactly, and I bought it for 140 something K. I put down 20 something K at the time. So it's about.
That's mad.
Exactly.
So deposit on this would have probably cleared that house.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad when you sort of think about it. And even the price itself, you go, you know, further outside London, you could probably buy how many properties?
Properties for especially places like Liverpool and that, you've probably got like at least 2, maybe even 3 if you're lucky.
Exactly.
For the amount that you put down here.
But the thing about it is kind of like, I think what people need to understand is this property journey, you'd have to take it by yourself. So you can sort of go 50-50 with a mate. Somebody who you trust, you understand?
So funny enough, you mentioned that one of my boys, Realist Ant, they got HMO property as well. I think 4 of them chipped in. Originally in that.
Makes sense.
So 4 of them chipped in together originally in that, and now they're trying to get a next one together. So it just.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Remember, a lot of coaches have been doing this for years, haven't they? So and you know, correct me wrong, I believe on a mortgage the max you can have is 4 people anyway. Do you understand? So let's say you 4 of your mates all chip in. Now that that stress level of that money is now shared. And now you're doing the refurb. that stress is not only on one person, it's now shared. So, you know, and obviously when you're doing refurb, you got to be on top of it. You got to be checking what's going on.
The thing in their team, I think they got carpenters and plumbers.
There you go.
Yeah, so 2 of them are from that kind of field. So
so they save money in that sort of way. So yeah, I think you know, let's say young or old, whatever. Do you understand? And you want to get something in London. Why not just come up with people and then speak to the accountant, put a system in place that makes sense where everyone's covered within that, you know, legally within that situation. So if anything did go left, everyone's shares all, you know, probably is safe and stuff like that. So I think that's a way that people can get started in London or out London.
Makes sense. What would, for instance, bills wise, council tax monthly? What would it be? Electric, gas? You know what I mean?
Council tax is £180 a month. But the good thing about it, if you get students in the property, then that council tax is wiped out.
Okay.
So a lot of people do that. They have students in the property, no council tax, and that's more money in your pocket. Bills, I mean, gas and electric, it varies, you know, month by month. You know, these energy suppliers, they just ripping man off. Ripping man off, man.
When the winter lands,
exactly.
The heaters are gonna be on, boy. 24/7.
So what we sort of do is like a rule of thumb is like £80 per room. That's how we like in terms of like everything: council tax, water, gas, electric, £80 a room. Worst case scenario. It will come less than that, but that's worst case scenario. But what you do in your contract, you put a clause in there saying that it's like a fair use policy, like your phone. If you do a madness, you guys are paying.
I heard one time, I was laughing. One of my friends, she used to live in a shared accommodation before. And you know what the landlord said? You could only shower once a day. So I said to her that, right, you better start showering in the gym. Because imagine that, like, it was like,
was policing that?
Yeah. He was like, not even once a day. He was like, he was complaining, saying, you shower every day. I was like, huh? How can you say to someone you shower every day?
Where's it from?
I don't even know. I was like, how can you say to someone you shower every day? Like, he wanted like a once every 2-3 day kind of thing going on. I was like, that's crazy. So what, you want me to pay rent and go to the gym to shower?
That don't make no sense at all. That don't make no sense. But saying that, you see the washing machine? These tenants, they take the mick.
Oh yeah, of course they would.
Bro, someone would just put like maybe 2 items in the washing machine, and we're washing. I've had tenants where they'll try and use the washing machine like 5 times. That's one person. So imagine you've got 6 other people using it as well. So some tenants, they literally just take the mick. But it's part of the game. You know, you can't police everything. I know some landlords that done some weird things, man. Do you understand?
I can imagine, bro.
Weird things, man.
Mad corners.
And that's the thing about it, because obviously landlords, you know, you get a bad sort of reputation in terms of out there, but it's because of what certain people are doing. Like, I'm sure you might have seen like some HMOs where they're.
No, I've seen exactly what you said before, where I've walked into someone's and they've said, it's a studio apartment. But the studio's the size of this. And there's literally a shower on the wall. There's no door, there's no covering. Then there's a kitchen there. And their bed's here.
Exactly.
And I'm just thinking to myself, in my head, I'm like, no wonder your clothes always smell of food.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you've got literally.
That's it.
It's rude.
But the funny thing, people want to rent it. That's the funny thing about it.
And that person was paying something like £9 a month.
Crazy. Crazy.
I was like, that's insanity. You're paying 900 to be stuffed up with food and everything in the one. It's like different things just mixing in the air. I'm just thinking to myself, how? But it tells you how London people are so in love with London, they can't escape it, and obviously pay is slightly better in London. So
it's where you know, at the moments where the opportunities are, and people just want to be in that location. And that's why certain landlords are sort of getting away with certain things. Do you understand? So for myself, I just make sure that anything I'm putting out there is all standard. And that's it. It's all standard. I'm giving everything that I'm meant to give, and that's it. Do you understand? So less hassle. You understand? And at the end of the day, I don't see things as short term. I see it's long term. Pay the money now. Long term, no issues.
You see the thing as well, because your thing is set up to a certain standard. people who are house proud are gonna keep it to that standard.
100%.
But if you cut corners and you had one of those banduli style houses now, people are gonna treat it the same way.
100.
You know what I mean? They've seen it. It's like another thing is in regards to London. Gabriel, when he had his spot in Birmingham, when he had the bar in Birmingham, he had a 2-bedroom. He was living at new build, 500 a month. I was like,
it's nice.
the difference between London and everywhere else is
that's nice.
Yeah. It's like if the weather was better up there, we would all move out of London, innit? But going up north, it's just it's a lot.
Well, you know, I reckon a lot of people will start moving out there.
You know what it is? They keep on talking about these speed trains.
Once that's in
place,
it's game over.
If you can get from Birmingham to here within 30 minutes, it's a major game changer.
Listen, my brothers were talking about it. If that's in place, we'll just get like a mansion out there. And then just have a little, like a nice little apartment in London. When we're down there, we've got an apartment in London and we'll just stay out there.
Everyone you've got there.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your home needs to be, I say peaceful, and it needs to be to the standard that you want it to be. It shouldn't be like all
cramped up.
Exactly. So what I was going to say actually is about the HMO thing, about certain landlords. I'm sure you've heard about landlords that maybe like a 3-bed house and it's like 15 man in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then in the garden there's a shed and there's like 2 man in there in the shed as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
They usually do it. They do it to people who, like, for instance, like now you've got people coming from Afghanistan and all that. They will just try and cram all of them together because they're like, these guys haven't got no options right now, so they're just taking advantage of that.
The crazy thing, it's their own people that do that as well. It's not been like it's their own people. Do you know what I'm saying? They're saying, all right, I got you. Come down, and they're all paying like £500.
Madness.
Can you imagine the profit margin that that person's making? It's crazy, but it's risky. A lot of landlords have gone jail for that, and big fines like 40k, 50k. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they want to cut corners. So
it's insanity. It's proper like I said, banduli jobs.
Exactly.
Everyone just rushing to try and make that fast. But the thing, like you said, they go jail, they lose their money, they pay big fines.
So
like you start to think, is it worth it? You're trying to cut corners.
It's not worth it at all, man. It's not worth it at all. But like future plans, definitely gonna do something back home. Nige. Looking at Ghana as well. So nice. Exactly. For me, it's a trust thing. It's a trust thing. So luckily my dad's out in Nigeria. The plan is hopefully this Christmas, depending on what's happening with the whole pandemic and all that sort of stuff, to go Nigeria and go Ghana. Holiday, but also trying to make some networks out there and stuff like that. But for me personally, it's very important that I do something back home. And it's obviously everything's an investment. Everything should make money. But for me, it's an achievement as well. Exactly. Even if it just breaks even, I want something out there. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that's very important to me, to try and build something. It could be a house, could be a school, something. Something that's gonna last very long and just be there. So I
tell you what, I laugh here. My American friends, every time they come in, they're like, "Oh, you lot live in your little tiny ass houses and blah blah blah." Because, for instance, like one of my older brothers, he lives in Texas. And when you see like the pictures of,
bro, I'm telling you, bro,
it's a madness. Like one of my friends used to live. She lived in Atlanta, but she used to live like literally just on the outskirts, so the equivalent of living like in Croydon. And she had like a 5-bed house, 3 bathrooms. They had a pool outdoors, a jacuzzi, big built-in barbecue grill, 2-car garage. All of that. Guess how much?
How much?
350,000.
350,000. Bro, this is what I'm saying.
Bro, when I heard that, I was just like, rah.
It's a madness.
England is stressful.
350,000 in London will get you a 2-bed in some locations. Do you understand?
Probably nearer to me.
Exactly. A new build. Probably a studio for 350. In London. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I think it depends on the money that you have. If you want your money to sort of like recycle and then to keep on investing, you're not really trying to be spending money like that in London. You need to obviously think about the sort of deals you're going for, so that money comes out over and over and over again. Someone who's got endless amount of money can be a property investor. You don't need to have any knowledge. Just throw money, properties, they're giving you money back. Do you understand? But if you want to be recycling every single time, it's got to make sense what you're putting down.
Yeah.
You understand? Would I buy a new build studio for 350,000? Hell no.
Hell no.
What's that going to do for me?
Yeah.
Do you understand? By the time I'm paying the mortgage in it, my profit margin might be 150 or 200. I don't know the full numbers, but it don't make no sense. The return on investment. You know what I'm saying? But I could probably go further out and do something that makes more sense. That's going to give me a better return.
Yeah.
So it's just about looking at the numbers. That's what I would say.
Been through the whole property today. Something different. I'm going to start doing episodes like this on the channel where, like I said, man, them who've been on the channel before, we start bringing and showing what they actually do in real life. Like I said, the day in the life at Moyes. Next one probably going to be Farid, you know what I mean? And yeah, we're just going to build up on that so that you could get some knowledge from them. You could actually visually see what they've spoken about, and hopefully that's going to motivate you to start on whatever journey you're looking to do. Stay tuned. Boom.